Hello students, my name is Pooja Subhashrao Deshmukh from International Center of Excellence in Engineering and Management College, Aurangabad. Today is our second lecture on microprocessors and microcontroller subject. In this lecture, we are going to study the basic concepts of microprocessors and microcontrollers. In last lecture, we have studied the detailed syllabus of M&M with 6 units, their names and subpoints. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss these topics, and they are: what is 8085 microprocessor, architecture of 8085 microprocessor, features, applications of microprocessor, and also we will study microcontroller 8051 with block diagram, applications, and interfacing concept and peripheral devices. So the first topic is, what is 8085 microprocessor? 8085 is pronounced as 8085 microprocessor. It is an 8-bit microprocessor which is designed by Intel in the year of 1977. And this microprocessor using NMOS technology. NMOS technology is nothing but a N-channel metal oxide semiconductor, and this technology is used in microelectronic circuit for the logic and memory chips, and in complementary metal oxide semiconductor CMOS design. Also, it has following configurations like 16-bit address bus which can address up to 64 KB, 16-bit program counter, 16-bit stack pointer, 8-bit data bus, 6 8-bit registers arranged in pairs like BC, DE and HL. Also, it requires 5 volts supply to operate at 3.2 MHz single phase clock. This is the architectural diagram of 8085 microprocessor. Microprocessor is used to execute a program which is nothing but a set of instructions. This block diagram consists of 8-bit internal data bus, interrupt control, serial I/O control, accumulator, temporary register, flags, arithmetic logic unit, timing and control circuit, instruction register, instruction decoder, then register select, address buffer, data and address buffer. This is the microprocessor IC 8085 which is designed by Intel. Now, features of 8085 microprocessor. It receives, operate or outputs 8-bit information in a simultaneous approach. The capacity of the device is 2:16, which is of 64 KB of memory. This is constructed of a single NMOS chip device and has 6200 transistors. A total of 246 operational codes and 80 instructions are present in this microprocessor. It can address up to 2⁸, that is 256 input and output ports. Also, it has approach where it can enhance the interrupt handling mechanism also. In 8085 processor can even be operated as a 3-chip microcomputer, and it has an internal clock generator also. Now next we will see what are the applications of 8085 microprocessor. First application is in engineering applications. In engineering applications, there is a traffic management device, system servers, medical equipment, processing systems, lifts, huge machinery, protection systems and investigation domain. All these applications consist of engineering applications of microprocessor 8085. Next one is medical domain. In medical domain, microprocessor is used in insulin pump, processing of information that is received from biosensors and examining the outcomes. Next application is in communication. In communication, microprocessor is used in digital telephonic systems, modems, data cables, telephone exchanges, satellite systems, LAN, WANs for establishing communication, etc. Last one is electronics application. In electronics, microprocessor is used in televisions or iPads. Our next main point is 8051 microcontroller. 8051 microcontroller is a 8-bit microcontroller which is created in 1981 by Intel Corporation. It has 8-bit processor that simply means that is operate on 8-bit data at a time. Microcontroller is nothing but a IC, or we can say that it is the brain of the computer which having the capacity of decision making. And the first microcontroller is developed by Motorola. Microcontroller is made by the microprocessor, and the programming language used in this microcontroller is C or Python language. Now, characteristics of 8051 microcontroller. It is an 8-bit microprocessor. We know that the data memory or RAM of 128 bytes, program memory or ROM is of 4 KB, 2 timers of 16-bit each, 8-bit data bus, 16-bit address bus, offers bit addressable format, special function registers and serial ports, 32 input and output lines. These are the characteristics of 8051 microcontroller. Now this is the block diagram of 8051 microcontroller. This diagram consists of interrupt control, CPU, oscillator, 4 KB byte ROM, bus control, 128 byte RAM, IO ports, timer 0, timer 1, counter ports, serial port, etc. This is the microcontroller IC 8051 which is developed by Intel. Now we will see the applications of 8051 microcontroller. Microcontroller 8051 using in light sensing and controlling devices, temperature sensing and controlling devices, fire detections and safety devices, automobile applications, defense applications, etc. are the applications of microcontroller. Now the next topic is interfacing. Interfacing is the main thing in this subject. So we will see interfacing is the path for communication between two components. Interfacing is nothing but a way of communication between two devices or two components. There are two types. First one is memory interfacing and second one is input-output interfacing. So the first is memory interfacing. Memory requires some signals to read from and write to registers, and microprocessor transmits some signals for reading or writing data. In this method, it is the process of matching memory requirements with the microprocessor signals. The interfacing process includes matching the memory requirements with the microprocessor. Next point is input-output interfacing. Communication between various devices like keyboard, mouse, printer, etc. means input-output interfacing. This is nothing but a communication between input and output devices. Also, it is a set of registers which is used to control input and output devices. It is a set of registers where CPU communicates and controls the input-output device with the help of reading and writing registers. These registers are connected to the CPU using buses. Buses are of address bus, data bus, etc. Now, the last topic is peripheral devices. So, what are the peripheral devices? Peripheral devices includes mouse, keyboard, printer, monitor, webcam, scanner, speaker, external drive, USB flash drive, CD-ROM, etc. Peripheral device means what? A peripheral device is an internal or external device that connects directly to a computer or other digital device, but it does not contribute to the computer's primary function such as computing. A peripheral device is also called as peripheral, computer peripheral and input-output device. Peripheral device is nothing but a auxiliary devices. Also, it includes all hardware components, means peripheral devices. There are three types of peripheral devices. First one is input, second one is output, and third one is composite peripheral devices. So, this is just an introductory video of our subject. From today onwards, we will start actual syllabus. If you have any query in that video, you can contact me anytime. Thank you very much.